Hi guys, this is Payal Thagar, and today at the studio we have a very beautiful dermatologist with us, Priyali Shah, and she's going to answer all your skin queries that you guys left for us on the comments on YBP's page.
Hi guys.
So Priyali, my first question before we start with the questionnaire, how is your skin so gorgeous? What do you do?
I use 5 things every day.
Wow.
And I stick to them for at least 3 months. That is when you see a result.
Interesting.
The first thing I use is my face wash. Since I have a very oily skin, I like to use a gel-based face wash in the morning. I use very little and I lather it up, and that's when I use it because I don't want to over dry my face.
Yeah, makes sense.
The next thing I use is a moisturizer.
Okay.
I like to apply my moisturizer when my face is still a little damp after the face wash.
Oh.
What that does is that it locks the water in, it absorbs better, and it doesn't make your face sticky.
Okay, so you're not supposed to apply moisturizer with completely dried face.
No, because then it's just going to make a layer on your face. It's not going to get absorbed completely. If you have an oily skin and you're using a moisturizer, your body will not feel the need to make more oil. And that's how you suppress the oil production on your face.
Okay, so you apply your moisturizer when your skin is still damp.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense. All right.
The third thing is the sunscreen. I never step out without sunscreen. My sunscreen is a gel-based sunscreen with 50 SPF, UVA and UVB protection. The more sunscreen you use when you're younger, the less anti-aging you're going to need later in life.
Guys, very important. SPF, start using SPF now. I keep forgetting mine, so yes, I'm definitely going to add SPF.
You don't keep forgetting, you avoid it because you don't like how it feels on your skin.
Yeah, it's just the smell, I think.
It's the smell, it's the stickiness, but...
Yeah, it's just I'm not looking forward to use my SPF.
Exactly. So you find something which suits your skin type.
That's true.
Oily skin needs to have a gel-based one. Then if it's not going to be sticky, you don't mind applying it.
Yeah, that's true. Pretty packaging. Be nice.
Nice smell.
Yeah. And the fourth thing?
Fourth thing is my micellar water.
It's really popular these days. So what's up with the micellar water? What is it?
So micellar water is like ionic water. It absorbs all the makeup. It absorbs all the dirt. And you don't need to wash your face with water afterwards. That's the whole plus point of micellar water. So I have it on my bedside with some makeup wipes. So no matter how tired you are, please clean your face off at night.
It's true. That's
clean
one
off
thing.
all dirt, makeup, oil, everything off your face.
Yeah. You have acne or no, but still you have to
You should
clean your face before you go to bed.
Yes.
So any brand would you recommend for the micellar water? We'll ask you about everything, but especially
Sure. So Bioderma Sensibio H2O is one of the best ones. If you don't want to spend so much, Garnier micellar water is just as good. The pink one.
Yeah. So the fifth thing.
Fifth thing is my night cream.
I love night creams.
Night creams they have a more concentrated formula because you don't have to step out. It doesn't matter if it's a little sticky or a little oily or makes your face look a little dark. It's okay. But what a night cream does is it repairs your skin while you sleep.
That's true. So it's really important to apply night creams. So when should one start applying all these things? At what age?
What age do people start aging?
Depends on who we're talking about. 30, I think 30s, in the 30s.
People start aging when they are born.
Wow.
So you start your anti-aging
Very smart.
in your 20s. Start your anti-aging in your 20s.
Guys, take this. Start your anti-aging in your 20s.
Because when you were younger and you got hurt, it didn't really matter. It didn't bother you because you used to heal that fast.
Yeah.
As you grow older, the healing capacity and the repair capacity of your body goes down. So it needs external help. So that's why you need anti-aging in your 20s.
My God, I'm loving this interview. I'm getting to know so many things. This is really interesting. Okay. So these are the 5 things that you personally do.
And the sixth thing is my exfoliator.
Yeah.
So
that's
nice
really
scrub.
important.
Yeah, at least once in 10 days, maybe you need to scrub off all the dirt, dead skin. Your body has a mechanism. It removes dead skin on its own. But it can always use a little bit of help.
Yeah.
Every time you exfoliate, your skin is going to be softer, smoother. And you try to exfoliate at night. So even if you sort of over scrub out of excitement, it has time to repair itself by next day morning.
But some people with really hardcore acne problem, I think
They shouldn't exfoliate.
They shouldn't, right?
They shouldn't.
Because then
It'll burst all the acne.
Yeah.
So no, not them.
Any mild exfoliator would you suggest? Somebody who's going through like major acne or?
Not while you have active acne.
Okay, so they shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
Completely avoid.
Completely avoid harming your skin because it's already hurt as it is.
Yeah,
so let
so
it
you don't
fix.
want to.
Repair your skin once it is healed. When it's not broken, that's when you exfoliate. Exfoliating is when you're harming your skin from the outside and you're waking up the repair capacity that your body has.
Okay.
But when you have acne, you don't need to do that.
Okay, nice. So guys, this is her skincare routine and look at her skin. She's glowing. She's perfect. I'm sitting in front of her and yeah, I wish I had that skin. But moving on to our first question. So, Priyali, the beauty market is filled with beauty products. Like every other day, there is a new beauty company, skincare line, and people get really overwhelmed with so many products out there. So, how should they pick their products? How should one know, okay, this brand would work for me, or I should invest in this product? How should one know?
As far as your beauty routine is concerned, the kind of makeup that you like to use, don't really focus on the brand, focus on the ingredients.
Okay.
So you want something which is non-comedogenic. If you have an oily skin, you want something which is gel-based. If you have a dry skin, you want something which is cream-based. You want something which is not going to leave a lot of build-up at the end.
Okay.
That is what you want to buy. It doesn't matter what brand or how expensive or cheap it is.
So people should focus on the active ingredients that's
Yes.
in the product.
Yes.
So they should always read what active ingredients they have in their skincare, right? And especially if they have acne skin, they should always go for non-comedogenic.
Non-comedogenic, gel-based, water-based is what people should use for
Great.
oily skin.
Nice. Okay. Moving on to the next question. So I really wanted to know this. When is the right time to visit your dermat? Because there's so much help out there on internet, especially these days when social media is filled with bloggers giving suggestions, or there are so many people out there claiming to use these products and they're working on them, and then they suggest online and people just think, okay, this is going to work on me as well, and they just don't like to go to the doctors anymore because they have the help available online. So like, when should one actually stop doing all these things and go visit a dermat?
So you know how people say that any symptom you Google on WebMD, one of the options is always cancer.
Always.
So for that, you want to visit somebody who is an expert.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have a skin problem and your only concern is how to take care of my skin, it's best to go to an expert.
That's true.
So if you don't have a concern, you don't have any emergent problem, then you go visit your dermatologist and find out what your skin type is. Find out what your concern is, which you probably haven't noticed yourself. Whenever I have a patient coming to me, they will have some concern. I always give them a mirror and I ask them, what do you see on your face? What do you think is your problem? Because I will probably see something else.
That's true.
That's why you want the opinion of an expert.
That's very good. And also, guys, I mean, whatever's working for me doesn't mean that it's going to work for you as well. So it's always appropriate to go to your dermat or doctor, whoever it is, and show them your skin, tell them your problems, and they'll be able to fix it rather than just asking your friend for a suggestion. I mean, it's always good to have friends by your side, but also it's really helpful in long run that you go visit your dermat when it comes to your skin, right? Okay, so my next question to Priyali is there seriously any cure to acne? Like, is there any light at the end of the tunnel?
Acne is caused by a multitude of things. So if you can find a way to deal with each of them, your acne is going to stop. Acne happens in the oil gland. It is the hyperactivity of the oil gland. It is influenced by your age, your hormonal profile, whether you're on any medications or not, whether you have an oily skin or a dry skin. So if you can find a way to manage all of those, your acne is going to go away.
So how can one find out the cause of their acne?
You have to get it, like you visit a dermatologist, they're going to take a detailed history. They will be able to pinpoint where your problems are. Even if your problems aren't completely figured out by the dermatologist, the treatment remains the same.
Okay.
You treat the infection, you treat the excessive oiliness of the person. And that does not mean superficial oiliness. If you wash your face 5 times a day, your pimples are not going to go away because this is inside the oil gland.
That's true. So, so let's say somebody who is really willing to find out the cause of their acne, and if they want to go through the full body checkup and get their hormones checked or what's causing it, is there a way? Like, can they really do that?
They can do that.
They can, right?
Either way, the treatment will still remain the same. If your dermatologist finds out that it's probably because of your hormones, that your hormones are not getting released at the right time during the cycle, they're going to put you on a hormonal tablet,
Okay.
which will help your body to function the way it should, and your acne will resolve.
Okay. So I think the final thing is that you have to go to your dermatologist.
The final thing is that trust your dermatologist. At
Yeah.
least try the medicine out for at least 3 to 6 months for the result to appear. It's not going to happen on the first day.
It's true. I think most people just give up right away after a week or two. If they see a little bit of difference or change, if the pimples are subsiding, they'll just stop. They'll be like, okay, nice, it's working.
What is worse is that any medication, your body's going to take about 10-15 days to get used to it.
Okay.
So the first time I apply a gel, which my dermatologist has given me, and I get a little bit of redness, I'm going to stop using it.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed is people just give up and they go to the next dermatologist.
Yeah,
they don't go back
that's
to your
worse.
own. Go back to your own, tell them that this thing doesn't suit me, and then they'll figure a way around it.
Yeah.
You're probably allergic to something. You're
That's
probably
true.
too sensitive to something.
Yeah, I mean, your dermatologist has to know what's going wrong with you, and you have to like share your problems. Even if you're getting allergic to whatever they are telling you to do, just go and talk to them. Don't just jump from one dermat to the other, right? Yeah. Okay, my next question is, this is really important. I think this is for all the teenagers out there. So what's the first thing one should do when they start breaking out? Like, let's say I start breaking out all of a sudden. What's the first thing one person should do when it happens?
So what most people do is they go online.
Yeah.
They find things to apply. I have so many patients who come with a burn on their skin because they read somewhere that a toothpaste is going to remove their acne, or
God,
they
yeah.
read somewhere that applying garlic directly on the skin is going to remove their acne. And then they end up with a skin burn, and I have to deal with the pigmentation, and acne is completely forgotten. Don't
Yeah.
do that. If you are going to get acne if you're 12, 13 years old. That is
That's
the time
true.
when it starts. It's going to work itself out in a few years once your hormones settle down. But if your acne is painful, if it's leaving marks behind, if you feel the need to pick on it, visit a dermatologist, get it treated, because the side effects are going to be much worse.
It's true. And once you have a lot of scars and pigmentation, then it's going to be really hard for your dermat to treat you. So I think you should just better visit them at the early stage rather than just wait for that long, try all the treatments out that's out on internet. Don't do that. Right? Okay, the next one. Okay, this is really important. I want to know this. So there's really food or any specific diet or anything that we could eat to have skin like yours?
So what you do is that whatever you eat, try to include as much of unprocessed food in it. Try to include as many fruits as possible. Citrus fruits are your best friend because they contain antioxidants. Antioxidants help your body repair itself, and they help your body protect itself from sun damage.
Okay.
That is one of the most important things. Start your day with a fruit.
Okay.
What else you can do is that you include honey and lemon in your food.
Yeah,
So what I like to do is warm water in the morning
Yeah.
with honey and lemon.
I
It's the
do
first
that.
thing in the
Yeah.
morning because it gets absorbed better.
That's
Your
true.
tummy is empty.
It feels good.
It feels
You feel
good.
refreshed. It's like you're treating something.
And
You're
the
giving
first thing
something.
you put in your mouth is going to help you in a good way.
That's
So
true.
you start your day on a positive note.
Yeah. I mean, it just takes like a little bit to do it because I've seen that, I'll do something like that for like a week or two and then I get a little bored, but then I have to like remind myself that no, you can't stop. You have to do it.
So set a goal, that 6
Yeah.
weeks I have to do this. That's when you'll start seeing the good result and then you'll stick to it.
Yeah.
6
that's
weeks
true.
for
Yeah.
everything.
6 weeks honey and lemon challenge. How about that, guys? Can we do that? Can we have thumbs up on that? Okay. My next question is, okay, this is something specifically for a dermat. Of course, nobody else can answer this apart from you. So getting onto retinols and antibiotics and any kind of, oral prescriptions, how should one go about it? And I mean, is it really important for somebody who's fighting acne or any kind of skin problems to get onto this prescription, or they can just do some home remedies?
So any medication comes with its side effects.
Okay.
So when your dermatologist is prescribing an antibiotic for you, your dermatologist is prescribing a retinol for you, they are judging that the side effects are much less as compared to the effects of your acne. Okay, so if you're getting scars, if you're getting big pimples which is leaving you in pain, they're going to make a judgment call and they're going to give you antibiotics and
That's true.
retinols because your dermatologist feels that this is going to help you more.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are getting really painful acne, you have to understand it's probably an infection.
Yeah.
That is why it is red and painful. If you feel that your face is really sticky and you feel the need to wipe and clean it 3-4 times a day, that's because you have an overactive oil gland.
Mm-hmm.
That is when your dermatologist will think of a retinol.
Okay.
It controls the oil gland. It controls the root problem of the acne.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a commitment and it comes with dry, chapped lips, but
Yeah.
the effect is much better.
But taking retinol for a really long time, is it okay or?
So what happens is that it has a little bit of an effect on the cholesterol activity of your body.
Mm-hmm.
So any doctor is going to check your cholesterol profile every 3 months if
Okay.
they've put you on a retinol.
Mm-hmm.
That is what they do. But
Okay, but
unless
apart
something
from
is,
that,
apart
it's
from
not
that,
too dangerous, right?
no.
Because I think most people just get scared of retinols and antibiotics. But I think if you do it in a right way, if you do it under, your doctor's advice, I think it should be okay. Just don't do it by yourself. Just don't
No, don't do
prescribe.
it by yourself.
Yeah.
Because you might have a cholesterol problem. You might not really need retinols. And if once
Yeah.
you start, your skin becomes excessively dry, you'll have chapped lips, and then you won't know how to work your way out of it.
That's true. So yeah, don't just take all these medicines by yourself. Don't just prescribe yourself these medicines. Go to a doctor, let them tell you what to do, and then maybe you don't even need retinol. Maybe you just need some ointments or some creams, and it should be okay. But if you really need them, then I think your doctor will prescribe it to you, and then you take the dosage whatever your doctor is asking you to do.
Another thing is that what some patients, some people who really like to go on the internet and find out what people are using, what they will do is they'll go to a dermatologist, they'll follow whatever they are saying, and they'll do what they want
That's
to do.
true.
They'll apply face packs and they'll apply whatever is
Seriously.
there in the kitchen, whatever is there in the on the shelves in the
That's
supermarket. They'll use everything, and they will not know what is working.
That's true because now, because of the internet, you see all the interviews. Even right now, you watch this interview and you feel like, okay, I don't need to go to a dermat. I'm having a dermat of my own on internet. But still, this is a very generic thing that she's talking right now. But if you have like a specific skin condition, or if you're going through something, it's really, really important that you physically go visit your doctor. Like, for example, let's say if you're going through something and if you come to her, and that's when she can actually see your skin, she can talk to you, she can find out what problems you have, and then she can prescribe something to you that's just for you, not for everyone else. So try and understand that part. Like, nobody can just fix your skin by sitting on the other side of the computer. You have to go physically visit them, right?
And be honest with
Yeah,
them.
be honest
Because
with them.
even if you don't tell me, I will know what you've used on your skin.
Yeah.
Apart, if somebody's been applying a lot of steroids, I don't have to ask you, I can see
Really?
it. Yeah. Because everything has a proper side effect. If I can see the effect on your face, even if you don't tell me, I will know that you've used it.
Oh.
So don't try to trick your dermatologist that I was born with this kind of skin. You were not.
Oh, so if somebody's on retinol, you will know that they are on retinol.
You will come to know, yeah, because it's visible.
I like that. That's interesting. So if somebody's like been on something and if they come to you, so you will definitely know that they are not being
Yes.
honest with you.
Yes.
That's sad. Like, why would you do that? If they're coming to a dermat, they might as well be honest about it.
Because you went on the internet for a cure, you're probably embarrassed by the
Yeah.
thing, you're probably embarrassed by the things that you have tried. But if you tell your dermatologist what all you have tried, they will know that what works and doesn't work on you.
Yeah.
And you will save a lot of time.
Okay, I think Priyali, my next question is on a little serious note because I think a lot of girls these days go through it. It's about PCOS. That's what you call it, right? PCOS.
Yes.
Yeah, it's about PCOS because I think a lot of girls, they didn't want to write it on the comments, but I got some personal messages asking about it. And you just mentioned me off camera that you were also going through it. So is there any advice that you would like to give? Because I literally have no clue about it because I never had that problem. But yeah, if you can help.
Sure. So PCOS is polycystic ovary syndrome or polycystic ovary disease. That is when it's a whole syndrome of a lot of symptoms. You might not have all of them. You might just have acne and not the weight gain. You might just have the weight gain and not the hirsutism. You might have hirsutism, but your cycles are regular. So you might feel that I don't fit into this profile. But this syndrome is a little difficult to deal with, and it is something that you're going to have to live with because there is no permanent cure. You can always
Wow, that's
get treatment and then you keep it in control. What all happens in PCOD is that you are going to get pimples earlier than the rest of your friends. Your cycles will probably not be regular. You're going to have weight gain, and if you and your friend are working out, they're going to lose that weight quicker, and you will not lose your weight that easily. And you will probably have hirsutism. Hirsutism is hair where should not be having hair, like on the chin or on the chest. Most people get it like that. What happens with it is that just by applying topical medication and just by applying antibiotics, your acne will not get resolved because the reason is something else. What you need to do is get on a hormonal medication, hormonal supplements, which will help control the PCOD, and everything else will fall into place.
okay.
Another thing PCOD comes with is difficulty to conceive later in life. So the sooner you are diagnosed, the sooner you are treated, the less difficulty you'll have later in life.
So if somebody is aware of it, they should definitely go see a doctor and like try and cure it, right?
Yes. Another thing, one more thing PCOD comes with is mood swings and depression.
Wow, women go through so many things. It's not fair.
It's not fair.
So yes, guys, this is what it is. If you're going through it, if you know about it, that you're suffering, then just please go visit your doctor. Maybe your doctor will be able to help you out and, cure. I mean, as she said, there is no permanent cure, but at least you can control it. Right? There's a way.
If you control it, there aren't going to be any symptoms.
Okay.
No symptoms whatsoever if you are on treatment.
Okay, so there's still possibility.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good news. All right, so moving on to the next question. I think you already answered this, but I'll still again ask. I'll ask again. Hormonal acne, and how can one deal with them? And like how to know that these are hormonal acne?
Hormonal acne is when you get acne outside the regular range, adolescent acne.
Okay.
Outside of that.
Okay.
Or if you're getting acne which is triggered around the beginning of your cycle. Some people they're like, I have no acne otherwise, but I get pimples 2 days before my cycles. That is hormonal acne.
Okay.
Those are few of the symptoms. Other than that, your doctor will always be able to help you figure out. If that is happening, that means that your hormones are not getting released at the time that they should. So any medication will help put that on track and your acne will resolve.
So are the hormonal acne the one that you get like skin deep and they're like...
Yes, they're going to be more around the jaw. That acne is going to be more around the jaw.
Culprit. That's where you get it.
Gluten sensitivity and hormonal acne happens here.
Damn. And they're like really painful and like...
Really painful, and they leave marks behind. Even if you don't pick on them, they're going to leave marks behind.
No matter what.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so my next question to Priyali is about anti-aging, and what ingredients one must look for when they're picking out their anti-aging products.
So anti-aging, you want to start at as early as possible.
Yeah.
If you are still in your 20s, you just need a mild repair cream with a moisturizer in it. It helps in relaxing your skin while you sleep. As you grow older, the percentage of the retinol in your night cream will increase. The percentage of the vitamin C in your night cream will increase. Another thing which can get added into your night cream or night serum or night lotion is going to be ferulic acid.
Okay.
These things all cause minor trauma to your skin, and it helps in repairing that trauma. So when you wake up with new skin.
Okay. So the active ingredients, layman's language. Active ingredients that you mentioned were
retinol, ferulic acid, vitamin C, which is also ascorbic acid.
Ascorbic acid equals to vitamin C equals to ascorbic acid. Right? So these are the few things that you should always keep in mind when you're buying your anti-aging products.
Another thing is that if you have dry skin, another thing in your night cream is going to be hyaluronic acid.
Yeah, I love hyaluronic acid. So if I have oily skin, can I still use it?
Yes, but that will not be the major
for me.
Yes, because you don't need external moisture. Hyaluronic acid is a moisturizer. It helps in plumping up your skin.
Yeah. So good. After like few days, you feel like your skin is all plumped and soft and really nice.
Hyaluronic acid is naturally present in your body.
Yeah.
It is also the major component in fillers that people use.
Interesting.
What hyaluronic acid does is that it absorbs water from the surrounding cells, and that's what helps your skin plump up.
Interesting. Wow, there's so many things out there actually. It's very interesting. So, Priyali, some people really want to know how can they treat their scars and pigmentation? Is there specific treatments out there that you should look into it, or how does it work?
Scars and pigmentation are both very different things.
Okay.
The cause may be the same. It's probably because of acne. So when you have pigmentation, that is because there is a collection of melanocytes
Okay.
at a certain point in your skin, and that is making the pigmentation appear. So you're going to have to go for creams and treatments which help in reducing the melanin content over there.
Okay.
Another thing which your dermatologist might suggest to you is laser treatments.
Okay.
What these lasers do is they break the melanin over there, and your body will clear the excess melanin off on its own. These are the two things which anybody will give you for pigmentation along with a sunscreen.
Okay.
If you have a tendency towards pigmentation, even if you get hurt on your knee, you're going to end up with pigmentation
That's
over
true.
there, and that's why you need sunscreens.
Yes, I think everyone should always wear sunscreen, especially if you're tend to get pigmentation easily, and if you tend to get scars easily, then definitely sunscreen is a must.
That's what I will say. There are like 6 S's which cause damage to you. So that is going to be sugar, salt, stress, sun, and syndromes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do all of them. All 6 of them. So yeah, 6 S's.
I said 5, right?
Oh.
Yeah, so we do
okay, she
5.
said 5 S's.
5 S's.
I do all 5, and I'm sure there is one more somewhere, 6th one that I do it, but we don't know about it. Okay, moving on to this third last question.
No, we're talking about scars.
Oh yeah, please go ahead. Please.
Scars is what happen after acne or stretch marks where your skin is not able to repair itself properly after some damage. Acne is damage. Stretch marks is damage when your skin has not healed properly. So for those, most people will give you treatments which cause a little bit of damage and help your skin repair. You're trying to revise the damage that happened. So you're going to have derma pen or derma rollers,
Okay.
which are collagen induction therapies. Another thing will be a fractional CO2 laser.
Wow.
These lasers cause superficial damage, so there is some downtime associated
You can like
with the
heal
treatment.
your.
And then it's sort of you're starting the healing process from scratch.
Right.
But this time you are in control of the
Yeah.
damage that is happening.
Yeah. So it's like giving your skin a little bit of shock and then healing it from within.
Then you heal it from within.
So you're tricking your skin basically.
Yes. So what happened earlier was an uncontrolled damage, and this time you're causing controlled damage, and it heals itself again and repairs itself better. Only thing is that pigmentation and scars, 6 months of treatment is always required.
Okay.
But you have to understand that the problem took some time to develop. So it's going to not happen. Your treatment isn't going to happen overnight.
It's true.
You have to give it some time. Be patient.
So when somebody is planning on to getting onto these treatments, they should really sit down with their dermat and have a very serious conversation about it and get into knowing the treatment that they are going to.
Yes, there is always a treatment plan because your
Okay.
dermatologist, if you have if suppose you have acne,
Okay.
the first thing they are going to do is going to give you an antibiotic to get rid of the infection. Then you move on to the next step. Next step, once your acne has been dealt with and you feel that, okay, I've not had any pimples in the last month and a half, that is when they will start you on pigmentation. And
Okay.
once the pigmentation is dealt with, they'll start you on scars. It's a whole process.
So you really need to give your dermat at least 6 months,
You should.
right? 6 to 7 months. You should definitely trust your dermat. And I mean, don't just jump from one dermat to other. Give your dermat some time, have some trust in him or her, go for the treatment, at least 6, 7 months, have some trust, and then you will see some results, right? Okay, sounds good. Priyali, what's your take on the Korean skincare routine? Can you really get that glass-like skin, or is it worth the hype?
So Korean skincare is made up of about 7 steps.
Yeah.
There is cleansing with an oil-based cleanser. Then you use a water-based cleanser. Then there is
Toner.
a toner, lotion, essence, and cream on top. So depending upon the lightness of the product is how you stack them on your skin. And it works on Korean people. I don't know if it would have the same effect on us because our skin, the whole composition of our skin, the genetics, everything in play is very different.
Yeah.
The environment is very
Climate,
different.
yeah.
Yes. So what the best thing that you can do is pick out what works for you and use it in that manner.
Yeah. So I guess the best thing is that, I mean, not the entire Korean skincare range is going to work for you, but you try them on, and whatever works for you, you can include them in your skincare routine, and whatever doesn't work for you, doesn't work for you. But yeah, the glass-like skin is not guaranteed with the Korean skincare routine, right?
I don't know, if we do it, people are just going to think that it's wet and you didn't dry your face.
That's actually true. People will think that we've like applied so much of highlighter,
Yes.
which I don't really mind, but yeah. Okay. So I really wanted to ask about SPF because that's like the major thing. Because Indian climate is as such that we do require SPF, but Indians also tend to have very oily skin. 70% of Indian women suffer from oily skin. So how can one pick on the right SPF, and
So,
how many times in a day they should be applying
right.
it?
So SPF is sun protection factor. That is only one of the factors of your sunscreen. That is just sun protection factor.
Yeah.
What you also want to see is UVA, UVB, PA+++. These are all the different things which help in making a perfect sunscreen.
Yeah.
So a perfect sunscreen is going to be something which is non-comedogenic,
Yeah.
which is going to stay on your skin in water, which is going to stay on your skin while you sweat, which is not going to make your face sticky.
Yeah.
And so the perfect sunscreen for you would be like, if it's an oily skin, you want to look at all these factors. Go for an SPF of 25 or 30 if you are not going to step out into direct sunlight. If you're going to be spending your entire day outside, then you want to go for SPF 50. Another thing that you have to see is that if you are getting wet, if you're sweating, if it's raining, you need to reapply your sunscreen after
Yeah.
about 4 hours.
I think most people do forget to do that. They'll just apply SPF. So, I mean, I also wanted to know, so women who go to work every day, right? So they apply SPF and then they apply their makeup on, and then they're out for 12 hours at a stretch. So they don't really have that much of time to reapply their sunscreen. So how could they manage with the 4 hour thing with sunscreen?
So there is this school of thought where you apply your sunscreen in the morning, then 20 minutes later you reapply it.
Okay.
So you stack it twice and then you apply your makeup on top of that. So you have about 3 layers of protection. Your makeup is also
True,
protecting you
yes.
from sunlight. And you can always go for makeup which comes with SPF.
Yeah.
So if when you're doing that, then it's going to last longer. If you didn't
Okay.
sweat, if you didn't wipe your makeup off,
Then
I
it's
don't
there.
really think you need to reapply it a lot. What you can do is that you avoid stepping out between 11 and 4 o'clock. 11 in the morning,
Okay.
4 in the
That
evening.
works.
Avoid stepping out in
Yeah.
direct sunlight during that
Yeah.
time, and you're set.
Yeah, so I think that works. So if you are applying your makeup on, I mean, first you apply your SPF, then your makeup, and then if you're going to work or if you're going to be out 12 hours a day, it's, I think, still okay, right?
You can always take supplements of antioxidants.
I like that.
That will help. There are a there is a component called polypodium leukotomus. Now,
Yeah.
this thing claims that it's an internal sunscreen.
Yeah.
So you take a tablet in the morning, you don't need to apply a sunscreen. I'm not 100% sure if it's
If it works,
100%
yeah.
effective, but I don't think there is any side effect to it.
At least
So
that
apply the sunscreen on your face and take a tablet and it'll help.
works. Yeah, very easy. Okay, so but can people do that without getting that prescribed, or?
They should not.
Yeah.
They should not. Because then if something goes wrong, or if you're buying a prescription, buying a medication which is available OTC or it's available online, then there is nobody who is going to take responsibility for it.
Also, I wanted to know, there are like a lot of websites out there, especially on Amazon, and I also know and other websites also, where you can get these, prescribed medicines, but without the doctor's prescription. How okay is it for somebody to just go online and buy those medicines and start using them? Is it
They
shouldn't,
should
right?
not. They should not. The only reason is that you are not 100% sure whether what they are selling to you is really the medicine, first of all. Second, if they don't ask you for a prescription, then there is nobody who's going to take guarantee or responsibility of what you're putting inside your body. And most times what happens is those creams contain steroids in it.
Yeah.
A steroid is actually going to have an amazing effect on your skin
Yeah.
for the first 5 days.
For 5 days.
After that, you're going to get thinning of your skin, you're going to get acne, you're going to get hair growth on your skin, and that is
Wow.
very, very
So be
difficult to
very, very
reverse.
careful when you guys get into these kind of things, especially online. Whatever is available doesn't mean that you can just go and buy them. Prescription is needed, and there is a reason why they ask for prescription. So please consult your doctor before doing such things.
Also, don't apply things like garlic or ginger on your skin.
And lemon, especially.
Yeah. You'll burn your skin.
Yeah. So include these things in your food, eat them, but don't like apply whatever on your face. Like you can include these things, eat natural things, whatever, but don't just apply everything on your face, right?
Yes.
Anything you want to say about tanning and how can one prevent that?
Sunscreen.
My God.
Sunscreen.
She's obsessed with sunscreen.
You should be. That is the best thing you can have in your house, you know, for skin which is going to look younger.
Yeah, over the time.
Yes. And another thing is that sun exposure. You can always control your sun exposure as much as possible. At least don't step out between 11 and 4 during the day.
Yeah.
Direct sunlight.
Just wake up after 5 p.m. Perfect.
Yeah. Beauty sleep.
Yeah, you can get
so much of beauty sleep.
Yeah, you can get a job at call centers. I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, as she said, sun exposure can cause heavy damage. So apply sunscreen. That's a must. And I'm going to go out and get a lot of sunscreen for myself tomorrow. I'll apply a lot of sunscreen.
Yes. And sleep. Sleep is important as well.
Yeah, sleep, stress. She already said 5 S's.
Yeah, this thing helps. Sleep is a good S. What you need is that you need about 7 or 8 hours of sleep every day. But that does not mean you break it up or you sleep during the day. It has to be the same 7 hours of sleep, same time every day. Only then it works. You have to follow a regimen. Go to sleep at 11. So then you go to sleep at 11 every single day.
Yeah.
Wake up at 7 every day.
Wow. 11 sleep, wake up 7.
And then lemon honey.
Lemon honey. This is like the lifestyle you want to follow, but sure. Okay, my last 2 questions left. So how about makeup? So people think that applying makeup can break them out or cause them acne.
It only happens if you're using makeup which does not suit your skin type.
Okay.
If you have an oily skin and you use a cream-based makeup, you're stacking on oil and your skin cannot breathe, and that's when you're going to break out.
Okay.
So if you're using makeup which is made for your skin type and you remember to clean it off at night, not with your face wash, but with a makeup remover or micellar water, then you're not going to break out.
So I think makeup is not the culprit. It's if you don't remove it properly.
Yeah, and the wrong kind of makeup.
Okay, so you should always get into non-comedogenic makeup products. Try and have makeup that has no parabens and talc and all the other harmful ingredients. I think that should be really helpful.
Yes.
And I think stacking a lot of foundation, I think that's when, you get...
Only when it's necessary.
Yeah.
Only when it's necessary. And that is just going to be like 3 hours at a time, 4 hours at a time.
Yeah.
Then you give your skin time to repair itself because you did stack on something which doesn't belong there.
Yeah. So take it easy. If you're loading a lot of foundation on your face today, then tomorrow give it a break. Have some nice face mask and also treat your skin. So I think makeup is not the problem. You can always apply makeup. And we are in a time where there's so many makeup brands out there, and now the makeup industry has changed so much. People are coming out with so many nice, good quality makeup. So which is also a very good thing. And I think with makeup, it's really important that you remove your makeup properly before you go to bed. And that could help, I think, 60-70% of
Yes, and makeup is actually not a bad thing. Like if I'm stepping out into sunlight and I've got my sunscreen on, I've got my makeup on top, I'm actually protecting my skin.
That's true.
But then I use things which are made for my skin type.
Yeah, don't apply expired makeup. Don't
apply expired makeup because the structure has broken down.
Yeah, clean your makeup brushes, your sponges on time. Don't just keep them, exposed and then just...
And don't share your makeup.
Especially mascaras and...
eyeliners and lipsticks. Don't share.
Yeah, don't share. Somebody with herpes.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have said that.
Don't share your hairbrushes.
Oh, yeah.
Dandruff.
It's true. We'll do the entire hair thing in the next session. I think we'll keep it to the skin this time. But yeah. So any other final tip that you would like to give?
Other than sunscreen?
Yeah. Oh my God. She loves sunscreen, you guys. go tomorrow, invest in sunscreen. That's, I think, the only thing you can do without doctor's prescription.
Yes, but then figure out your skin type first.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you're not going to
non-comedogenic.
enjoy it. You're not going to enjoy taking care of your skin. You should enjoy it.
How about you suggest a good brand for sunscreen? Somebody with oily skin.
Yeah, I don't really know branded sunscreens. I will always know medicated sunscreens
That's
more.
true.
But read what is on that. Find something which says non-comedogenic, UVA, UVB protection, PA+++, and then depending on your lifestyle, you figure out the SPF that you need.
Yeah.
25 to 30 is more than enough for somebody who has a lifestyle like me. I'm sitting in my clinic the whole day. If you are going to be stepping out a lot, then you want to go for SPF 50. And yes, you should reapply after every 3-4 hours if you feel that you sweat or it's really damp outside.
Yeah.
Reapply. And you want to use sunscreen during monsoon and winters.
Yeah, all the time.
You should. More in winters because the air is thinner.
Yeah.
Your skin is already becoming dry. Even if you have oily skin, your skin feels drier
Okay.
during winter. So use your moisturizer and then sunscreen on top.
That really makes sense to me. I always thought that it's okay in monsoon if we don't reapply.
And lip balms with sunscreen.
Don't forget your lips. Nice, I like that. So even I think for under eyes and because under eyes are really delicate areas, so I think most people tend to ignore them.
No, you have to take care because under eyes are going to get influenced by a lot of things. It's going to be how much screen time you have, what kind of lifestyle you have, how much water you are drinking, your genetics. If your mom or your dad had dark circles, you're going to get them. So there are a lot of factors which are working against you. Sunscreen on your under eyes, around your eyes is important. Clean your makeup off. Don't have too much screen time.
No more social media.
Not as much. Hold your phone far away.
I don't have it like that. Then you'll get double chin too.
Yes. But you've seen it, right? Those models hold their phone up like this.
That's true. Yeah, we should always do this next time. So I think, guys, we covered a lot of questions with Priyali today, and I hope this was really helpful because I definitely found it really helpful and I got a lot of answers for myself. Apart from that, I'm going to put down in the description box everything about Priyali and how you can get in touch with her. She is a dermatologist based in Ahmedabad. So if you ever visit Ahmedabad, please go visit her. She's amazing. And I think it's appointment based only, right? You have to take an appointment before you visit her. She is also there on social media.
Yes, I have a Facebook page.
Great.
So last year I came up with this thing where every day I used to post one tip on skin, hair and nail care.
Nice.
So finally we had 50 of them. I even printed a book.
Oh, wow.
50-step journey to beautiful and glowing skin, healthy and glowing skin.
Wow. So I'm definitely going to get that book.
So what book that book has is that how to recognize your skin type and what home products you can use because most people like to do that.
Why not? Yeah.
So that is, you can find all of that on Facebook as well.
That's amazing. So definitely go check out her Facebook page. And as I said, I'm going to put down all her information in the description box. So if you guys need to get in touch with her, email her. If you ever visit Ahmedabad and if you want to see a dermatologist, she's the one to go to. I would highly recommend you go to her for any, I mean, she does, you do all kind of treatments, right?
Yes.
Skin, hair,
nails, anti-aging, lasers and Botox and fillers. And
Damn.
everything.
So go there, take your mom, take everyone with you, go visit her, and definitely. This was really amazing. We had so much fun having you.
I had fun too.
And I really hope you guys, this was helpful. And as I said, please leave your questions below. We'll be happy to answer them.